the commander of the American Legion. Colonel Davis, Sergeant Majors Spadero and Overstreet, young Marines, fellow veterans and families, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Events like this are particularly poignant because they perfectly summarize the core beliefs of my organization, the American Legion. We were founded on the 4 pillars of a strong national defense, care for veterans, Americanism, and patriotic youth programs. I know that the young Marines not only believe in these principles, but you practice them. This week, we are in a special place to honor and observe a generation that gave everything in defense of our freedom. Many of the service members who were here on December 7th, 1941, were not much older than the young Marines that are here today. Some were just teenagers. After the attack, teenagers from every corner of the United States rushed to their local military recruiters to sign up and defend America in its greatest time of need. These young men, and yes, there were young women who played a pivotal role in that war effort as well, sacrificed their youth so that liberty may grow old. One such hero was Jack Lucas. At age 17, he saved the lives of 3 fellow Marines on Iwo Jima and was seriously wounded by covering a grenade with his body. He earned the Medal of Honor for his heroism. And after he earned the medal, the highest military award possible, the battle-hardened Marine returned to high school to earn his diploma. That's who these heroes of the greatest generation were. They were everyday Americans who accomplished extraordinary deeds to defeat a powerful enemy, and then they returned home to resume their roles as ordinary American citizens. Of course, this great cemetery is a powerful reminder that not all returned. It's important that we remember these heroes. We have no kings or queens in America, but we do have a class of nobles, and they are called veterans. Service, sacrifice, and valor were demonstrated by American heroes at unprecedented levels and foreshadowed the trials, toughness, and grit that epitomized the greatest generation during World War II. Those who did not perish during the Pearl Harbor attack were not just veterans of battle. They were survivors of an unprovoked and unexpected massive killing spree. Bob Adibody founded the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association chapter in Sacramento, California. At the 74th observance of the attack, Bob recalled the date of infamy in an interview with the American Legion magazine. For him, it was December 6th, 1941, that stood out. Quote, "There was a Battle of the Band contest in Chinatown that night," he said. "All the ships had different bands. I spoke to several sailors from from USS Arizona's band. 8 hours later, every sailor in that band was dead." Like so many other survivors of Pearl Harbor, the attack was not the end for Mr. Adibody. It was the beginning of the 19-year-old signalman on the USS Solace. He would later lose his leg after the ship was torpedoed at the Admiralty Islands. He would raise a family, retire from the United States Postal Service, and survive until the age of 93, when he would finally be reunited with his fallen but never forgotten shipmates. 77 years after the attack on Pearl Harbor, most of the witnesses are no longer with us. but their legacy is all around us. In 2011, a Legionnaire named Frank Buckles passed away in Charlestown, West Virginia. Frank was the last surviving American World War I veteran. When I was the age of the young Marines here, I was able to meet quite a few World War I veterans. It was not unusual at all for a 70-year-old man in 1970 to have served in the war to end all wars. The World War I veterans were once plentiful. Now there are none. We treasure all of their legacies, their memories, their examples. I implore the young people here today to please do the same for every World War II veteran that you run across. If you see a person wearing a Pearl Harbor survivor cap, shake that hero's hand and thank that veteran for his service. We must not take this great generation for granted. They won't always be with us, even though their legacy surely will be. God bless our young Marines, God bless our World War II veterans, and God bless America. Semper Fi.
Hurrah.